Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today in front of us is JB's Ghost Lab. This is the first hidden side set that I personally have reviewed, or I'm going to review. And it came from the LEGO group. It came in this interesting sort of mystery box, so thanks a lot, guys. It's definitely an interesting theme. It's very, very unique. You guys know about the interactive, the app that goes along with this set and all the other hidden side sets with the augmented reality. I've played around with it a bit just so I would kind of know what this whole thing is about. But anyways, 174 pieces, comes with 3 minifigures, sells for 20 bucks in the States. And yeah, let's jump into the minifigs first. First up here is Douglas Elton, or Mr. Elton, M. Elton, Sir Elton. He has a lot of different names in this particular, on the box set here. I love the coloration for him. He's mostly green with a lot of red highlights and a little bit of that neon green. He's holding his alternate head, which you can switch out to show when he's taken over. And it's a really cool piece. This is, I think, the old Kai hairpiece, not that old, the Kai hairpiece from the Lego Ninjago movie. And I also like his primary. He has some pretty nice expressions, and in general, I'm just a big fan of all the detail that comes for all the minifigs in this line. He's not exclusive to this set, but definitely a cool figure to have. And then next up is Jack. Jack is one of the main characters. Once again, excellent little detailing. I like the little bit of printing you can see on the back. This piece is a dual molded piece, the hat and hood that come together, dual molded plastic. Really, really nice looking shape though. Shows off the white hoodie that's got the hat over the top. Actually, let me just take that back off again so you can see his alternate expression. Once again, good expressions all around for the characters. And he's holding his cell phone that's got the special, you know, gloom detecting, ghost detecting app. And then last up here is JB. JB, once again, like all the characters in this set, it's not exclusive to the set, but she's got some awesome prints. Awesome prints, a really well crafted character in my opinion. You've got the Frankenstein, the cutesy Frankenstein t-shirt underneath the lab coat, and her expressions are really good. That's a great expression to have. More and more interesting, kind of odd, action-based expressions, the merrier for me. And yes, this piece for her, for the goggles and the crazy lavender hair, that is exclusive to this character. But once again, you can find her in several of the sets. You see the print there of a very evil, scary, kind of strange-looking ghost. And yeah, let's move on to the set. I was actually just kidding. This is Spenser, the ghost dog. He actually comes in most of the hidden side sets, and he's such a cool piece. That is dual molding between white and trans clear, and it's just about the best looking ghost dog Lego will ever make. I don't think they've made a ghost dog before, but they probably don't need to make one after, because it's just such a nice little subtle gradient between the white and trans clear. So Spenser's really cool. He's super easy to get. And now let's move on to the set. Now JB's Ghost Lab is a relatively small build here, but just chock full of a lot of details. I think a lot of really nice looking details. Let me move the figs out of the way, and I can kind of pick this up and show you a little bit better, a little bit closer. You've got all kinds of details in almost every single corner. Every time you move your finger just a little bit, there's something a little bit different in all different corners of the area. So you've got the different colored potions here, or the different chemicals. This looks like some type of special elixir. There's a wrench, there's the keyboard that operates the screen up there, a camera that could be augmented perhaps to see gloom. This is kind of a fun one. I really like this sticker. 3D printing. It's a 3D printer, which is definitely a more modern thing. I don't know exactly what they're printing in here, but it's just nice. That's super useful for outside of the lab. But even here, the columns are different. You've got a print that shows a switchboard on activating this particular degloomer. I'm just guessing. And then, yeah, special little stickers that come up here. I love these electrode pieces that fit up here at the top. So everything, every tiny little spot's just got a detail. This is fun. This is a wheel piece, but it can spin around and you've got a little dial. And this is the interactive part. The interactive part of the set, the part that interacts most with the app I've played it around with it a bit. I'll talk about that at the end, my thoughts and ideas about the actual gameplay of the hidden side. But then moving on towards the back, one very, very large screen. Lots of, you can see a brainwave scan and tons of little notes that are being made. Just fun details along here. Wonderful piece that's used to show some green oozing chemical. You can also see some colors in the back, though I don't think the back of the lab scans to interact with the app. And yeah, not quite as much detail on the back, but it certainly doesn't look like something that needs to be covered up, like they didn't put any effort into it at all. Just, this is by far the more fun and intricate and interesting part of it. So that's the general build here. I think it captures the sort of, I don't know, I want to say like essence of the hidden side sort of style, visual style that they have. And now let me talk about the app itself. This was the first set that I actually used with the app, the first one I built, the first time I set it up. And I'm not huge on playing video games or computer games or phone-based, mobile-based games, but I had a pretty good time figuring out what the gameplay was like, and the progression system feels really well thought out. For the most part, I was happy to see that the gameplay changed up a bit relatively frequently. So first you'll have a limited amount of time to find all the gloom in an area. Then to unlock or open up the little bits of gloom that you find, you've got to break the little energy cycles by timing it just right. So that's a different type of gameplay. And then of course there's the tapping and shooting, which is required when you're actually taking out a ghost target. So in general, I found that was a pretty easy and comprehensible way to break up the gameplay. It's not all just playing the same type of thing over and over again. And then as you advance and level up, the ghosts get a little bit harder, and you can of course unlock upgrades and move along a pretty well thought out progression system. All in all, I think I've spent around 2 hours roughly with the app and playing around several different levels, and I only have 3 of the hidden side sets now, but I have a feeling I will be playing out the rest of the game when I get some of the other ones too. So at the end of the day, this does kind of feel like you do get the bang for the buck. It doesn't even feel like a particularly overpriced set. I think the minifigs have been given a lot of detail, deservedly a lot of good detail. This is a very highly detailed small little build, and the app gameplay is something that me being me isn't something that was a huge draw at first, but definitely an added plus. Like I did actually enjoy playing around and learning the mechanics of how the whole hidden side game works. So that's it for this review. I do think this was a pretty good first impression of hidden side, and I'm going to be having a couple other hidden side reviews coming out in the next day or so. So I might have a little bit more experience as well with the game, just playing around a little bit more with some of the other levels. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments below, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.